Good morning, everybody. I just want to give a little brief bit of my testimony just for today. I mean, I've talked about it before. If any of you have watched some of my previous IGTVs, you've seen some of the things that I've gone through within the last year, right? So today I posted a status and it says, before God next levels you, he separates you. And this I found to be so true. I just went through a period of time of separation, but it was separation, but it was isolation in God. If anybody understands what that means, and I can explain it to you a little bit. So God had to separate me from everything that I thought I loved, okay? That I thought I loved and that I did love, because that was a distraction from him, right? So when we ask God, hey God, I want more of you, I want more of you, I want more of you, pour into me, pour into me, I want to be more like you, God, I love you, I love you, and all of those things. God, I surrender it all to you. We go through a period of time where God wants you to show him that that is really what you're about, that you are about what you say you're about. So God took me to a period of time where it was just me and him. Okay. I slept in my closet for 7 months. Physically slept in my closet, and I got in there voluntarily. When I first got in there, I was in a very broken place. A very, very, very broken place. I had lost my identity in God. I had forgot who I was. I had forgot who I was. I was still functioning. I was still going to work every day. Well, at this time, it was this was during the pandemic, so I was working for myself. So I was still showing up every day, but I wasn't performing to the best of my abilities. I couldn't give my clients that stink that they deserved. Okay, and then a lot of my clients were ready, but I couldn't even show up for them. So I called the majority of my clients and potential clients and people who wanted to work with me, and I told them, say, hey, I'm gonna shut my business down for 3 months, because I am in a place where I can't give you everything that you deserve as my client. And if I can't give you that, then I'm not just going to sell you just to sell you or just to keep you as a client. I'm not that person, period. All of my clients understood. All of them. And I said, hey, if you need this, if you need that, you can go see this person, or you can go do this, you can go do that. I'm giving my clients away, okay? Majority was like, no, no, no. We're going to wait on you. Let me tell you about the favor of God, that we are going to wait on you. And my clients did. They waited on me. They waited on me 90 days for me to get myself back into a position where I could do work for them. That is where my clients, and that's how much they believe in me and the work that I do. And that's how much they wanted these hands, because God had already told me that you have the Midas touch, that whatever you touch turns to gold. Whatever you touch is going to do numbers. Whatever you touch, you're able to change the trajectory of things, because I bless you with these hands, with the things that you touch. Everything that you touch will turn to gold because of the gift that I have given you. But I didn't appreciate that gift at first. Okay, let me tell you about God. So God, I was in a place where I was just going through the emotions, just going through the motions of life. Get up, go do this, go do that, go to church, serve in church, do all of this stuff. But I was empty inside. I didn't hear God. I didn't feel God. And that was like, wait a minute. What is going on? So me going through these motions, I got into a very deep, dark place. Like, God, what is going on? God, I know that you've shown me a vision. I know what you've shown that I am to do. I know the gift that you've given me. Why is it not going anywhere? Everything was stagnant. Everything was stagnant. So I was like, okay. I got in my closet, and I remember it when Jacob wrestled with the angel all night. Said, I'm not going to let you go until you bless me. And that was the mindset I had when I got into the closet. So as I got into my closet, this small, dark place, and I shut the door. You hear me? My clothes hanging up, shoes everywhere. I didn't care. It was dirty. It was dusty. It was full of clutter, much like me, the person, okay? So I got into my closet, and I began to pray, and I say, God, you have got to fix this. I am not going to leave this closet until you fix this. Whatever this is, fix me, fix whatever's going on, whatever hindrances in my life, God, remove it. Whatever I need to do, whatever I need to do to grow, whatever I need to do to surrender into you. Oh God, God, I want you to anoint me. God, I want you to set me on fire so I can do what you have called me to do. Lord, listen, you got to be careful what you ask God to do, okay? But I don't regret none of it, okay? So I begin in this closet, this dark place, and God had to show me. God stuck a mirror in front of me and say, hey, this is you. This is you right here. This is what you do. These are the things that you do. This is what you allow people to do to you. You don't know your worth. You don't know your identity in me. So let's get you back together. Let me show you what you look like right now. And please believe, people, it was a hard thing for me to look at. Okay? You're talking to somebody who had always performed. You're talking to somebody who, whatever they touch, it turns to gold. But they're still not happy. You're talking to somebody who did everything in excellence. You hear me? But yet I still wasn't happy. Yet it still didn't show up in my bank account. Yet I still wasn't recognized for my gift. Yet I still wasn't promoted. Yet I still was on a low totem pole. And I'm not understanding, hey, I got all these skills, but I'm not going anywhere. Why? Why? What am I missing? And it was God. It was truly God. I let everything, all of those things that I just mentioned, get in front of God. Because I put those things in front of God. I did it. Not him. I did it. So I'm in the closet, this dark place. God shows me me. I said, okay, God, what do I need to do to work on that? So I began to do the work. Well, you got to do this. You got to dig into your past. You got to look at your family tree. You've got to denounce those spirits that have attached to you. You have got to break those generational curses. You've got to do it. You got to talk to your grandparents. You got to talk to your family members and tell them things that you feel. You have got to pray. And pray, I did. Okay? I wanted to know what a sincere prayer was. God gave me that. I wanted to be able to praise God wholeheartedly with all my heart. God gave me that. I wanted a testimony that's going to change lives. God gave me that. Why? Because of where God was calling me to and the level that God has shown me in. I had to go through what I went through in order to be able to talk about it. In order to be an example. Okay? Suicidal thoughts, anxiety, depression. I went through it all. Why? Because I'm a living testimony. Okay? That my tears have watered seed that I have planted. And I'm going to I'm going to reap and reach a harvest. And my harvest is not some just small plantation. It's vineyards, it's orchards, sorry, not orchids, probably those two. They probably planted in there somewhere too. It's other plantations, it's other areas. I'm going to reach different places. But in order for me to do that, I had to take that step and say, God, I surrender it all to you. My gift is not for me. It is for glorification of God. I give God all the glory for everything that I do. Why? Because he is in the center of it all. And remember, I had to leave everything that I loved. Because why? I loved God more. And I love God more. To leave it everything behind for God. Why? Because God will do the same thing for me. He will leave the 99 and come back and get me. And when I say God does not play about his children, he does not play about his children. But I had to take that first step. Why? Because God is a gentleman. He's not going to force himself on you. You have to take that step. So that goes back into why God had to separate me, because I was distracted. I was distracted with a relationship that didn't pour back into me. I was distracted with work that did not bring me fulfillment. I was giving my pearls to swine, all because I wanted to help. And it wasn't doing anything for me. Not to say that you have to do things that benefit you, but at the end of the day, things have to pour back into you from somewhere. If it's not pouring back into you, then it's not for you. Let me give you a prime example. I use my gift for God, but God pours back into me. Does he not? The number 3 things that we say that men are supposed to do, right? And I'm connected to God, right? Provide, protect, and profess. Okay? God professes his love to me every day. God protects me. And God provides for me. I asked God, I say, God, I want to work for myself. I do that. My company is 3 years old. For the first year, I had a corporate job. The second year, here comes the pandemic. God elevates me because people need my services. I took a pause for 3 months. Came back and had 8 clients on the first day I came back. I don't promote my business as much as I should. I don't sell as much as I should. I don't. My business is word of mouth. And that's because of God. Okay? It is God. I give God all the glory. So yes, God's going to separate you when he gets ready to next level you, right? So I posted that status today, but I also posted, he'll separate you from hindrances. He'll separate you from dead weight. You can't fly with dead weight. He'll separate you from manipulation, people trying to use you, giving you pearls to swine. He'll separate you from leeches, people just trying to suck you dry because of the gift that you have, okay? Because it benefits them. Okay? And they're not going to pour back into you. They're a leech, remember? A leech doesn't give any blood back. He'll separate you and then he'll isolate you and him. Point blank, period. I spent 7 months in my closet. 7. On the 8th month, God said, get out. It's time to get out of your closet. Let me tell you about that. I heard my former pastor talk about trusted transition, correct? That was my transition period. I had to trust God and to get into that uncomfortable place in that closet. I was in a deep, dark place. God removed that deep darkness, and he showed me that I was in a cocooning stage, much like the caterpillar gets into that cocoon right before they turn into a butterfly, right? Okay? That cocooning stage where he holds you in close and you feed off God and you begin to transform into something else, right? And then on the 8th month, God tells me to get out, come out of the closet. Okay? Now I'm something new, right? A butterfly. I'm beautiful. Now, mind you, I went in the closet, a caterpillar. Now I'm out as a butterfly. Something new. Different territory. I don't know how to use these wings. I've never been a butterfly before. But now I got to fly off into the world as God shines his light upon my beautiful wings, okay? Because God will give you beauty for your ashes. So you've got to trust whatever God is telling you to do. If God tells you to go, go. Because it's for your own good. If God is separating you from people and people you thought were friends, it is okay. He's doing it for a reason. Because at certain altitudes, you got to release some things so you can breathe. You can't carry all of that stuff when you're going to different altitudes. You've got to be free. You hear me? You cannot fly with dead weight. You cannot fly with people who are not going to support you. I ask God, I say, God, send me the people that I need and not the people that I want. I lost friends. People that I thought were friends. I lost loved ones, people that I loved with my whole heart. God said they can't go with you. I got to get you in a place. You've got to get in a place with me. And I'll tell you right now, whenever I have a moment, I go get in my closet. That one place that was once uncomfortable is now my comfort zone, because it is in God that I receive everything. Everything. My daddy is rich with houses and land. I don't have to work for anything. He's going to provide for me. He will provide for you. Whenever I have a moment, and no, my days are not easy. I don't always have the best days. I'm running 2 companies. I don't always have the best days. I don't always have the help that I need. Okay? I don't always have the support I need. But God is right there saying, okay, go do this. Go do that. Speak here. Speak there. Say this to this person. Say this to that person. Because when God next levels you, He next levels you. There's no going back. You hear me? There's no going back. Everything that I have asked God in the last 9 months, He has given to me. Well, period. Anything that I've ever asked God, He's given it to me. Why? Because I'm actively seeking God's face every day. I'm actively seeking. I have to ask God. Because believe me, if I did not have God, I don't know where I would be. I don't know where I would be. And I've heard people say that before, but now I know. The enemy wants your gift. Okay? But you have to know your own identity in God. You have to know your own identity. It's in the book. Everything you want to know is in the book. He left us as instructing God. Now, you can read that however you want to read it. You can interpret it however you want to read it. But God is going to give you a message. Seek God's face. Let Him talk to you. It says, my children know my voice. You just got to listen. And God will give you fair warning when you're going in the wrong direction. I hear one of my godmothers say it all the time. God will tap you on the God will whisper in your ear. He'll tap you on your shoulder. And then he'll hit you with a 2x4. Which one you want? Now, mind you, I'm not always the whisper in the ear. I'm one of them. I'm going to see for myself, people. Okay? But when I get that tap on the shoulder, oh, okay. Okay, God. All right. Okay. I got it. I'm back. I'm going in my closet, repent. Hey, I'm sorry. My bad. I had to see for myself. I'm sorry. That's the human side of me. I'm going to see for myself. Okay? I will be the first to tell you I'm one of those I'm going to see for myself people. Okay? I don't always hear God clearly, and that's just me. Or I do hear God and I ignore it. But I can't afford to ignore it too much. Because God can come see about me. I'll make sure that, hey, daddy, hey, daddy, hey. Come see about me. I'm tripping. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, I suffer consequences. I do when I'm disobedient. Just like a parent chastise their child. Sometimes God has to break us, okay, in order to bless us. And that's breaking the human side. That human side, that flesh. He has to break us in order to bless us. But I'm done for today. I just wanted to give that little message. You know what I mean? I really did, because a lot of people don't understand that when God calls you, it says, what does it say? Many are called, but few are chosen. But when God is calling you, you have to, when you answer that phone call, know that God is on the other side and it's instruction. Too much is given, much is required. Okay? You are required to go through different things that you go through because of the gift that you have. Because of what God blesses you with. Because your gift is not for you. Your gift is for other people. It is to bless other people. It is to bring them closer to God. Your story, it's a story. People are going to read it. They're going to get insight for their own lives. A lot of times we don't realize that your gift is not for you. Your gift is for God's people. And with that being said, I want everyone to have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Please have a wonderful day. And God bless you. I'm going to post this on my IGTV if you missed it. Please go back and watch and comment. Have a good day.